Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap for the regular December session. Today is Thursday, December 1st, and tonight I'm going to be combining a couple of products from our two newest designers, Anita Designs and Joyce Paul. So the first kit I'll be using, and it does come in a bundle as well, but I just picked up a kit. This one's Evergreen. It has some really cute, like that little reindeer right there. I think is so adorable.
I
And then
love when they collab together, designed by Soco and
that,
Anita.
that's just so pretty. So nice. And then I'll go ahead and close that. And then I'll be using Holly Jolly, which I think she had previously released, but it's, of course, everything's new to us here. So that cute little Santa, because I felt like there was enough of a evergreen look for me, but then Raylan has the pinky reds. We'll see how, if it doesn't jive, I'll convert to black and white, the photo, which is an easy way to just make everything work sometimes. But I'm
I love
hoping I'll
that.
be able to, yeah, so she has messy papers, she has clean papers. I mean, look at that one right there. Adorbs.
Sarah says Soco and Anita make pretty creative babies together.
Yes. And then she has some brushes, which I like this one up here.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care.
In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
That's what that brush looks like. They
Okay.
are cute papers, Amanda. I totally agree. And Cheryl, if you're feeling like singing, it is Lisa's birthday today.
It is.
It is, it
Happy,
is.
happy birthday. Happy, no. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sweet Lisa. Happy birthday to you. And many more. There you go. Nobody's saying anything. They're stunned.
No, they're all saying happy birthday. Lisa says nobody has sung for her today. There you go, Cheryl.
Oh, good. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab this piece of paper, maybe. No.
There is not a specific December BYOC this year. We're just celebrating all of the BYOCs that are in the store. So you'll see a new one come January, but we thought we'd celebrate all the amazing BYOCs that are in there. I don't know about you, but I tend to forget about some of the older ones, and there's some fabulous ones in there.
Let's do something different tonight.
Okie doke. Let's do something different.
Well, I'm always doing rectangles. You know how you get in a rut and you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
so
My rut comes
let's
because I
try
can never
that.
remember how to make triangles in Photoshop. So
What?
there, I can never remember how to make the papers triangles in Photoshop.
Oh, well, I just grabbed the polygonal. Is that how you say that? It seems like it should be
Well, it's polygon, so polygonal makes
polygon.
sense.
Okay, that's what I used. I didn't need to use the magnetic lasso tool, but of course I could have used a shape and just warped it as well. Let's see,
Mm-hmm.
in case that works better for somebody, that.
I think that's what I end up doing, but it just takes me a few minutes to remember how.
Yeah.
Renee, I think that's wonderful. So today would have been her dad's 93rd birthday, so she went to the cemetery this morning to celebrate him. That's
Aww.
awesome. That's a lovely way to go just visit. I hope it wasn't too
Sorry, my
cold.
dog. Yeah, so then you'll just do your little warping to get it like you want it.
So Cheryl's showing you
And
the long way that Courtney does almost every time because she can never remember the short way that Cheryl does.
and then of course then you would just clip your paper to it. like so. Control G, and there you go.
That's a cute paper.
It is cute. All
That's
right.
a cute paper too.
Then I liked this paper. No, not feeling that. Better, yes.
Aw, Renee started a jigsaw puzzle tonight because he loved doing those. Isn't that funny how we find things that just like make us feel closer to those we've lost? It's so like not funny, I guess, but it's like for me, I'll do some weird things and I'm like, why did I do that? And it's like, oh, well, yeah, because I feel closer to this person.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun because it's something that for me, I may not even realize that I did it on purpose, if that makes sense. Like whenever I see a VC Andrews book, I always pause for a moment and I look at it because that's what my grandma used to read all the time. And she actually gave me one before my mom found out, was like, oh, hold on, that's above your age. I was 9, but you know.
Yeah, that was a little early for VC.
Well, it wasn't above my reading level, but it's definitely above my maturity level.
Right.
So it was, yeah, it was not the best. But so now when I see them, that's what I think of. And I always consider buying them because I'm like, oh. Jigsaw puzzles are a great thing for the month of December, too. I mean, I'm glad it keeps your mind off your depression due to the season, but also just it's the perfect time to stay inside and be cozy.
Right.
And enjoy puzzles. Lisa needs a table she can hide away the puzzle in progress because of her 2-year-old grandson. We
They're
have
like,
a table
oh,
we
we
can
want to
hide away
play
the
with
puzzle in
this.
progress. I then be lazy at either not covering it back up so that nobody can eat at the table, or I forget to pull the tabletop off so that I can get at the puzzle. Both things happen in my world. Ooh, Cass has a poster board to work on it. That's another way to do it. It's a good option.
Olivia has a thing that rolls up. Yes.
Yep, I had one. It rolls up like a yoga mat. The one I had
Yes.
has like an air pocket at the end. So you kind of like blew it up so it was air at the end, and then so you rolled it up and it didn't hurt the pieces. The pieces.
I knew we were going to talk about food sooner or later. Ha
ha. Pieces. So Lisa, what is your favorite BYOC that's really old? Yes, there's tons of different puzzle carriers out there. You should totally look them up because there are, like the one I had was like a felt and then it rolled up. It was really cheap too. I think I paid like 10 or 11 bucks for it at Walmart or something. So you think it's January of 2015? Is that the one that has like, yes, the black and the pink and the yellow? Oh, I like that one because that was one that the colors have like black and white, and a lot of people went with black and white and a pop of color. So there's like black and white and pink, black and white and yellow, black and white and teal. It's a very fun. It's a fun one. I like that one too. Anybody else have favorite BYOCs? Cass says Blue December BYOC.
Lordy, what is happening tonight? No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. Just roll over. Do what you need to do.
Cass, is it the 2016 one that has the blues, the silver, the gold? Is that the one that you mean with the Blue December? That was the one I thought of first, but we might have another one that I didn't think of right away. I guess that happens too. I like that usually there's a lot of blue in the December ones. 2021's December BYOC. Ooh. Oh, that does have some good blues. Some blues and some greens.
That there.
Ooh. Lisa, that means it's time to go shopping again, right? If your new MacBook's arriving. You have lots of space now to fill with supplies.
You're like, dun, dun, dun.
June 2016 is good for cruising. Ooh. Oh, yes. I 100% agree. Cruising and beaching, cruise shipping, as well as just,
Right.
beaching around. I have a ton of supplies. Shh. New computers are always a reason for new supplies.
Yes. Right. Like,
She says she might be able to move some back to her main drive off of the EHD. Yeah. I totally get that. I actually don't keep them on my hard drive once. I do when I first download them, but then I automatically move them. Actually, no, I think even my downloads don't go to my C drive anymore. They all go to my off drive.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that
I'm
one
with
too,
you.
Kath. That 2016 December with the gold and the silver and the blues. It's such a cool color.
It's like when I started looking, um, I, I forget what I've designed. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
I did that like when I was looking at some of the different collections in there. It's like, oh, I totally forgot about this one. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, what's this one? I
Okay.
had a lot of fun. And it's kind of fun too to see how some styles have changed, but how some of it still remains timeless. Like there was a little bit more pocket stuff in some months than in other months,
Right.
or there was like the kits have certain types of things like a lot of flares or something, and then you look at the other ones and you're like, oh, hey, look. So it's fun to see how the styles, I guess the trends would be the right word, have slightly changed, not so much the styles. Oh, yeah, that's true, Lisa. She doesn't like attaching an EHD for use to her laptop. Sometimes it's necessary. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm on a desktop, so I'm a little spoiled there. But I
Um,
did prefer not to have to attach my EHD all the time unless I had to when I used a laptop.
so I've kind of seen a little bit of chatter in the forum, but what do y'all think about MOC 11? The 11.
I can hardly wait, says Lisa.
Oh, isn't that cute?
See, it's not Christmas. That song, Christmas, Christmas time is here.
Yeah.
What is it? We've been good making it laugh.
Christmas,
Or Christmas.
Christmas
It's
time is here. Time for joy and time for cheer.
MOC.
Mhm.
Sarah is so excited. And I just picture like those little kids when they're like on coffee or caffeine or something. Oh, like in Canto, where she's like, and this is why caffeine is for grown-ups, or coffee is for grown-ups. And the kid's like, oh, tell me. I'm like, that's what I just picture Sarah. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
that's okay. I'm
Let's
so
see.
excited,
Renee
and
says,
I just can't hide it.
oh, I missed something. I was like, wait, hold on. Let me read. Oh, Kim says her EHD lives attached to her laptop. Because I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. What? Well, absolutely. Yeah. Renee says hers does too, because too much stuff to put on her hard drive. Bethany says it sounds intriguing. Lisa loves the idea of coming home. Me too. So, Kath, are
I
you excited about MOC as well?
I
Lisa
keep
hopes so.
singing that song. I'm coming home to the place where I belong.
See, and I keep thinking of the other song. Isn't there another song that's like, oh no, you know what? I keep changing. You know that what is it? I'm coming out and want the world to know. I keep changing that to I'm coming home and want the world to know. So
I'm coming home.
exactly.
I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out.
Don't ask me why I keep changing it that way, but I do.
Yeah.
And it makes me happy because it's like an upbeat song. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go. You know. Oh, I'm excited for it. I'm always excited for MOC though. It never matters. It makes me happy. It gets my mojo flowing. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready. Let's go.
I do feel like I'm just ready.
Yeah. We'll see. We still have basketball happening in January. So that will definitely be different for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to having other things that I have to do.
You're like, how, why?
Exactly. I'm like,
How, wait.
you know, I still have during the school. I just have to, work on it. Bethany says it will be interesting to scrap about coming home when she's leaving her home country. But she'll be heading to the country where she was born. Well, it may be, depending, it might be a way for you to reflect on what home means. Like less about the place and more about the feeling. I don't know. You'll have to see. You'll have to see what the challenges are. Oh, and December Deal Day started today too. Can I tell you that today like totally snuck up on me that it's December 1st? And I know it shouldn't have.
It
But
totally
it did.
snuck up on me, man. But, okay, I just wanted to point out that I am going to use this brush by Joyce Paul. Actually, I'm just pulling in the ping. I'm not going to load the brushes in. But don't let the content of the brush limit you, because once I put this up over here, you don't really see what that is anymore.
Oh yeah, brushes are amazing for adding
And
shapes.
then if you can turn them upside down, they'll be a little different, and just add some wee bits.
A little bit of texture, a little bit of eye interest.
Yes, yes.
Kim says she's intrigued about MOC and how the challenges will be different. Sarah's
Oh,
looking
I
forward to
think I think it'll be the same, but a little different.
same, but
I mean,
different.
there's enough, okay, because when you think about coming home or being home, it's comfortable. And so I think there's going to be enough of that feeling of belonging and recognizing the challenges. I think you'll find that there will be that similarity, but then something new. As you know, when you go away and you come back home, sometimes there are changes, but we're hoping that you'll find it as fun as we do. We're all geeked up.
Yep. Sarah says she's looking forward to less formulaic and more organic, heartfelt approach to MOC.
Yes.
And yeah, Becca, how is it December? Like, I bought advent calendars towards the beginning of November. Did I remember that today was December 1st and I should pull them out? Nope. Nope. So guess what we're doing tomorrow? 2 days of advent calendars. Like I was talking about this a week and a half ago and then totally forgot about it. Yeah, it's been that kind of a week, I guess.
Really
Cass,
like
how to color brushes? Is that what you're asking? How to color? Ooh, Kim got her calendar out and got a piece of candy this morning.
Yeah,
well, I thought about it. but I had
If
the
you have a kit that you are wanting to change a color on a brush, that's what she wanted
yep,
to know. Okay,
color
I'm
stamp
not,
on the page.
well, say you've already stamped it because everybody knows how to use a brush, right? Or do you not use brushes? Have a brush.
I use brushes all the time, but yeah.
But I just pulled the ping in, and one of the easiest ways for me to add a different color is to grab a solid or pattern paper and then just clip it to it. That's like super quick and easy to do. No, I don't want to group it.
How come I
What?
never think of doing it that way?
What?
I never think to do it that way. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
lock the transparent pixels and just color over it with whatever I want to add to it.
Yeah. I mean, there are a bunch of different ways, but
So if you
yeah.
don't like the solid options, you can always just lock the transparent pixels and just color
Yeah.
over it with whatever color you want.
You can also use control and click on the image in the layers palette, and that will select the brush contents. And then you can add your paper in above it if you want. I think I turned it off. Dang it. Hang on.
Bethany draws a rectangle in the color she wants over it and clips it to that brush or the PNG.
Yeah.
If I've loaded the brushes, I usually will remember to change the color when I'm stamping it.
Yeah.
I know it's
So
not really stamping.
just a quick, so did anybody need to know how to load a brush and how to use a brush? We're good. Good.
I just like that we all have different ways of doing it.
Well, that's the beauty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you though how embarrassing it is sometimes when I'm like, I should have already known how to do that. And I didn't. I have to say, I didn't know.
Here's my thing
I
about
didn't
that.
know.
This is where I came to a while ago. There are people who have been using Photoshop for many, 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 many years who teach people how to use it and still learn new things.
Yeah.
And they've been using it a whole lot longer than I ever have. And they like intentionally push all the buttons. So it's okay that I'm still learning new things.
Yes.
Very intricate program.
It is. It is.
There is so much available, Lisa, in Photoshop. So yeah. Yep. It makes it fun because there's probably a way to do something, but it also can make it challenging.
So did anybody need a brush loading? I'm not looking at the chat, so.
Nobody has said that, so
Okay, good. We're moving on.
I like Kim. I will never know everything about Photoshop. I agree. Yeah,
Good
that's true.
gravy.
Kim says she teaches Excel. I took an Excel class in college, so this would have been like early Excel. Well, not early Excel, but like early 2000s Excel. And then I took another one later in college as part of a different class. The Excel was covered again. And the difference between the two classes, 15 years apart, was crazy. So, yeah, I mean, programs change, and Excel doesn't feel like it's changed as much as it has changed. Photoshop sometimes feels like it's changed completely every time I open it.
Right. Like,
Now what did
there's
they do?
something different.
Like, I almost always have to Google, this is Lightroom, but the Lightroom, when you accidentally make the photo as big as the page and can't get out of it, like as big as your screen, it's a
Yep.
shortcut key. And
Yeah.
whichever shortcut key, I can hit it when I'm typing my kid's name if I'm typing too fast. And so I've learned I have to Google it. And Google remembers that this is what I always Google, so I can find the right
You can find it. Like, I
Someday
will
I'll
find
remember
it.
but I never do. Renee says she's self-taught on spreadsheets, started on the multi-plan in the 70s. Okay, I learned Access. I taught myself, I don't know if some of you should be familiar with it. I think it was Microsoft still, Microsoft Access.
Yep, I've
I
used it when I worked at a law firm
yeah,
for
I created a whole recipe book on it.
yeah,
Nobody uses it.
we had a database in it.
Yeah. Oh, I
Uh,
had a whole
for-
database and I did all this stuff with it and I had it down really well
yeah.
and then nobody uses it. And I was so sad because here's this program I knew how to work. Nope. How long ago did I use Access? I taught myself Access in high school, so 90s.
Yeah, I used it in 96 to 2001, I think, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think I finally gave up on my recipe book in it in like 2002 or 3 because I was first married. So yeah, probably around that because they changed it and it wasn't working the way it used to work, and so I gave up on it. I'm glad to see people still use it though. Kath wanted to take classes on it because she loved Super Base. Kim says they still teach Access in her program. Lisa
Oh,
doesn't miss working. You know what's sad, Lisa? I never used any of these programs for work. I used them at home for fun.
well, whatever makes it easier when you're
Ooh,
trying
Amanda
to.
used to know Access 20 years ago and now she has to learn to use it again for work
Oh no,
because she's got to use it.
relearning.
Oh, hopefully it'll come easy. Hopefully the basics will be similar for you so it comes pretty easy.
Well, I think sometimes, knowing other programs. What are you growling about? No, go lay down.
Basics are okay, but modifying it is a challenge. You'll get there. I like to tell people if you can learn the graphic design programs like Photoshop or Affinity or any of the others out there, you can learn that.
Yeah, well, I think once you have a program, any kind of
Mhm.
software, you kind of can get the basics from that and apply
Yeah,
it to other programs.
but here's the question. Seriously, does anybody else finding themselves using Adobe shortcuts in every other program and realizing, wait, that won't work here?
Yes. Whoops. Control
Oh,
G does not work.
yeah, you can't control G. You can't control Z everywhere. You can in most places, but not everywhere. Renee says no. All right, Renee, do you use your photo program shortcuts in other places? That yeah, Control Z. Um, for a while, and I can't remember if I've redone my shortcut or not. I had Control Y set up as redo in case I hit Control Z too far. So I had Control Y was redo it, and I kept trying to use Control Y in other places, and that
They're
one
like,
really doesn't work.
that one not.
But yeah, Control Z does work in quite a few places.
Okay, so I think there's a lot of color here, but it's Christmas, it's sparkly, and I think I'm gonna leave the color photo there. I think I've got enough of the colors. Maybe I need to add a brush back here, a little sticker, something, a little bit more blue over here.
Bethany says she's tried shortcuts in Publisher, but they don't work. She used to use Publisher all the time, but can't make it work for her anymore now that she's in Photoshop.
Look at him, he's so cute. He's like, hello, it's Christmas time, it's Christmas time. Christmas time is here.
Lisa says she would try a photo mat of the reddish or the green for the photo if it was hers. That Santa's super cute.
Like, let's see. Maybe the pinky red? Is that what you're thinking? Let's see what that looks like.
do that too. I'll sometimes throw a photo mat and see, and then I'll be like, maybe, or, oh yeah.
Well, right now I have this frame, but
Mhm.
I'm just have it behind there to see the little stripes at the top and the bottom. So let's put some behind there.
So are you doing a December daily, Cheryl?
I always say I'm going to do it, and I do take the pictures, and then I never do it.
I love it. Only because, yes, can relate.
Yes. But hey, it does keep me accountable some, so that at least I have something done, which is better than nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and I think sometimes if you take it for that reason, then you might actually get photos that you want, if that makes sense.
yeah, I think I like that.
Becca says that you are amazing, Cheryl. She's loving how the page is turning out so much. You're simply brilliant.
Brilliant, brilliant I am, she says. Let's see. I haven't done this in a long time. Let's see. Magic
Ooh,
wand.
what you doing?
Well, it kind of helps if you get on the zip paper.
Like you've got something selected there.
Yeah, I just turned it off again to find my piece of paper. There we go.
Ooh. Is the deer not a sticker?
No,
Aw.
I didn't find one.
Sarah says for real though, as in you're amazing. Lisa says she's always amazed at what you can do in less than an hour. Sarah says, right? It's astounding. Takes me an hour to choose a paper.
Well, sometimes. Okay, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's use the magnetic lasso.
See if he finds it better.
Yeah.
I
No,
can't tell you how many times I ponder over which is the right white. I love it. I will admit that I'm pretty sure I own most of the packs of white and most of the packs of black, so that if I'm not feeling that white, I can switch to a different white. But I
I
will
mean,
say, I have put on Watch Cheryl Scrap before and not raced, but done it like, okay, she's got the paper, I got to get my paper. Okay, she got this, I got to get this. And just kind of pushed myself to go faster, if that makes sense. Kath, are you referring to the deer? She is cutting it out to work with it. I just didn't
I
realize
was
that she was
trying
doing it
to.
first.
Well, I don't think I'm doing a great job right now. Missed his. I missed it. Arg.
And this is why we don't like fussy cutting.
Well, sometimes it's easier than other times. What am I missing here? I haven't done this in so long.
I don't know.
Becca, Sarah.
Bethany says, would it be easier to cut out the small piece and then delete the light green behind the deer? That's what I would do.
Yeah, there we go. See, smartness. There are some smart people in here.
Kath says cut rectangle out and then remove the background. Yeah. See, we would all do it the other way, but we were fascinated watching you use the tools that we don't use. See?
But we're not going to use them, so. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke.
So then I just pull the eraser tool out to erase those because they're so far away from the deer you could catch them pretty good.
Yeah.
And a
Okay.
piece at the bottom too.
Yes, there's a bunch.
A little bit at the top.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, stroke it. You smart.
I smart
I
sometimes.
totally didn't think of just stroking it to see the edges.
Gotta catch those little
See, scrapping should just
pixels,
be collaborative. I just need people
right?
to sit there and tell me what I should be doing to make it go faster. You learned the stroke somewhere, Lisa, or you learned the cut out the rectangle thing that the rest of us were like, this is how we do it. Which one? The stroke? Yeah. Yeah, that's super smart. It
I
makes
think he
sense.
looks pretty good. Okay,
Well,
let's
mine
clear
is a
that
stroke.
style.
There he goes. Now he looks pretty good. I like him.
Maybe he needs a little stroke, like a sticker.
But not that bad a stroke on the inside.
Yes.
It's a little overwhelming to him.
He's like, you put on too much makeup.
He's like had a toddler put his makeup on.
Right. Like, "Arr." No, don't like it. Don't like
I
it.
like the idea of the stroke, but it goes too much on his legs.
Yeah. So I liked this little deer, but I like this deer too.
This little deer went to the market. This little deer stayed home.
It's so cute, see? So this little deer will stay here. What do you think? Yay, nay? Roll in the hay. Okay, there's
I
the
like the
brown
darker
one.
one,
You
but
like the
they both
darker
are
one?
cute.
I think I'm gonna put this one over here.
Oh, I
Let's do
like that.
this. Okay, we're just gonna put him over here on, like he belongs on this tag. I'm gonna take the shadow off and I'm just gonna make sure he sits right there next to the tree.
Aw, look at the little deer on the tree. That tree is a tag.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, says Kim.
Perfection.
What a clever play, Sarah says. It does look fabulous, Sarah. I agree.
That's so cute.
I like it.
I like it a lot. So tomorrow, a good thing is going to happen at my house. There
It's
is a
Friday and you have
lady.
pizza?
That might happen as well. A lady is coming to deep clean my house.
Yay!
I'm so excited. I can't even stand myself right now. You know, all the blinds, the cleaning things that I just can't seem to handle anymore.
I love it. That's awesome.
So, yeah. And then we're going to be doing like an every 2-week thing.
So gonna come and deep clean, and then it's gonna just come back and do every 2 weeks.
Yep.
For you.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yes.
How
Thank
fun.
God. Yeah. So Merry Christmas to me.
Oh, I love it. I'm jealous. Will they come clean my house next?
Yeah.
Please. I could use it.
All right. Let me save
What kind
this
of
again.
pear, Kim? Ah, wow. I just am reading the chat and goodness gracious.
What?
Kim agrees. Fun for someone else to do the deep cleaning. Lisa says she can never seem to get her blinds clean. I agree. Blinds never come clean. Kim has housekeepers every 2 weeks. It's awesome. Becca's like me. She'd love to hire a house cleaner. Renee has
Right.
a once a month lady coming. She was here on Monday. Cass, I would just buy new blinds. And Sarah says, honest to goodness, that was the best gift that she has ever been given. Her mom gifted her with 2 weeks cleaning after her youngest was born, and it was just so, so helpful. I'm glad you're gifting that to yourself, friend. I agree.
Yes. Yes, very good, very good. Look, it's so happy. By the way, I'm not wearing that color lipstick anymore. It's garish.
Because you don't like how you look in the photos, or because you don't like the way it doesn't match kits? Like, scrapbook question here for you.
It's pretty bright. I usually wear my, you know, neutral lipstick, and I went for the whole hog last year. And I was planning on wearing that shirt, and because I'd forgotten I wore it on Christmas last year.
Sarah wants to know if it bothers you enough to change it in Photoshop.
No.
No. Not that I've done that before with shirts and colors, she says with a wink. Goodness
No,
gracious.
like I said, usually it's a uh, issue of turning it to black and white is usually what I'll end up doing.
So, speaking of Photoshop, can I tell you something funny that I realized I did that I'd forgotten I did? So, we had this guy, my dad paid this guy to take our family photos, and there's a lot of us. And he had us all line up on this, against this log. So, we're all sitting there in kind of like family units.
Right.
And there's actually all of the kids were there. So, there's 10 kids, okay? And my brother and his wife have 4 kids. And the way they are in the original picture, there's like this gap, like
Uh,
almost a whole person-sized gap between them and the rest of us, who are none of the rest of us have person-sized gaps between us and the rest of them. Like it's not an intentional decision. Like I've seen those ones where it's like this family and then there's like a gap in this family, and so they're
right.
kind of like different heights and stuff. No, it literally looks like you could literally cut that family out of the photo. I was like,
You're like,
what in
what?
the world? So I had gone in and I had like cut out the middle, like the person gap, and squished it together. I totally forgot about it until I was looking at the original and I was like, why are they so far apart? They're not far apart in my picture. I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
yeah, Photoshop.
I think I'm gonna
My
go
mom
with.
asked me why mine was closer than hers.
I think I like the color.
I like the color. Bethany says color. Cheryl says black and white. Amanda says color. The right way with a U. Lisa and Kim say color. Sarah likes color. Becca likes color. I like the color. I think you did a good job of making the color work. Yep, color with a U. I got you. Those were the
We'll
words I
see.
always messed up when I moved across the border, was all the ones that had U's and did not have U's.
Okay. I had forgotten to mark it that I had used it, but now it is purple, and I know not to scrap that one again.
Did you scrap it already? So
No,
this is the
but
second page? Oh, okay.
no.
You
When
just meant
I
right now.
yeah, when I did the um, spit it out, Cheryl, when I exported it earlier before the session, um,
Gotcha.
yeah. So, but see, look, that's a better red, I think. Olivia's red. I don't know. I don't know what I
I
had on the day
don't wear
before.
enough makeup to have an opinion. I'm sorry.
Let's see. I think we took some pictures.
Lisa says she never
Oh,
wears lipstick and never has to change it.
I still got the bright on. I don't know why,
It's a
but
fun bright though.
yeah, it's a fun. Da, da, da. Oh, I was going to while I have been sitting in my chair, resting, trying to be good to myself, I have been doing this.
Pretty.
So, yes.
Bethany says, whoa. Kim says, wow.
Yeah.
Sarah says, oh, that's beautiful. Amanda, very pretty. Becca, so pretty. Bethany, that's impressive. And Jan loves that.
Yeah. So it's filled in more here and along here, but it's going fast because it's hard to, okay, cross stitch usually has the X. You come up at A and go down at B, then come up at C and go down at D, so at X. But then most of the stitches are a half cross stitch, but instead of 2 threads, it'll be 3, 4. So it's giving some more texture like to the snow and stuff, but it makes it go quickly because I'm only going over that square once instead of having to cross back. So
Yeah,
that's why it's going so very fast.
it's cool. Amanda
Yeah,
says she hasn't cross-stitched in years, and Renee says she loves it, but her eyes couldn't handle working on that.
yeah, I'll
Does
have
it
to
get
find,
outlined?
yes, yes. Yeah, so there's my normal lipstick, kind of that one's like a mauvey, and then I have one that's like a nude. And then, oh, there was our apple pie this year for Thanksgiving. And
Pretty.
look, there's a squirrel with a little acorn. Can you see him? It's a little squirrel right there. So fun. You
I
can see him.
like it.
You can see him better there. But it was very, very yummy. I was trying to look for the other one that I finished because I had started there it is. I had started a Thomas Kincaid, and this one's done and ready to be framed. It's got the outline and it's hard to see, but there's glittery metallic thread that you mix in, and then a lot of French knots. So it's smaller than the other one, but still.
It's pretty still.
Yeah. This is Hometown Memories is what it's called. Anyway, I think that's it. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing new and exciting. Except for my mom. I love her. Look at that. It was me, her, and Anna and no makeup, on Pi Day.
I like it.
I believe that was Pi Day.
Becca
No, it
would like to
wasn't.
find
I don't remember what we were doing that day. I don't remember what we did that day. Yeah, so these are all the pies we had. And it was quite yummy.
Yay, Lisa, cupcake and ice cream. The best part of birthdays.
And then there's the table. And Mama actually made 2 extra pans of dressing so Anna and I could each take one home. We're pigs.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. And of course, it's this is what we call Florida snow here, when the petals drop. It's a type of camellia, and I always forget the name of it. And then my mom has her little tangerine tree. So it's Florida still here with flowers. It hasn't gotten cold enough to kill everything.
Does it ever get cold enough to kill everything?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And then on here, let's see. There's another one I think that has a better
Jan says that looks
picture.
a lot warmer than her snow does.
Yeah, okay. So these are not tomatoes. These are persimmons, and they're called food something. Anyway, they're not like the regular persimmons like my grandma had that were all mushy. Blech. But
That were all mushy.
and there's just this particular smell, but my mom made um it's a different taste. I don't even know what to describe it, but she made it with blueberries and it was yummy. So, and then we watched Home Alone the other night. The kids came, well, Olivia came over and then Daniel came out of his room. So,
Fun.
and look, Olivia brought a tutu for the pup.
It's so cute.
Do y'all have dirt cheap where y'all are? I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's a yeah, I don't know if it's a regional, southern thing, whatever, but it's like a closeout store, so they'll buy like broken salvage kind of things. So
Kim thinks they have dirt cheap, and Sarah says that photo is a win with Daniel coming out of his room. Signed,
right.
fellow mom of a teenager.
He comes out and it's like, oh hey, you're coming to join us, yay.
And Becca said her sister made a loaf out of persimmon the other day. Persimmon. You
Oh,
have to cut the seeds to see what winter is like.
oh,
Hmm.
well,
I don't think I've ever had a persimmon.
well, I would send you one, but I don't think it'd make it there.
That's all right.
Yep.
I'll pick one up next time I go to Florida.
Yeah. Well,
Did you
I think
decide your
that's
page
it.
is done?
I think so. And I think I'm happy with the lipstick now that I went back and looked at some other pictures and I'm like, okay, that's not bad lipstick.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. I think so.
I think it works.
I think it works. So, gosh, I don't know. I haven't done my schedule for next year.
No.
But if we're
we have not.
going, yeah, Courtney
Next
and I need to chat.
During MOC for sure.
Yeah, chat with Courtney.
Look, I'm a to-do list item now.
Watch Cheryl Scrap Live monthly plus MOC 11 sessions. You're on the list. I just have to make sure I look at the list.
Sarah would like to remind you and the special something else.
Can I talk a little bit about that? Should I not record that? Oh, I can.
She says yes.
Yes. Okay. It is a new challenge series for next year. It's not part of the monthly challenges. And even though it is designer focused in that each month there will be a designer bringing something to you for that challenge. It'll still be in our monthly challenge area, but it won't be part of the 8 that we have where you get earn your coupon, because there will be other prizes associated with this. But it is called Finding Me in 2023. So the idea is that you will have a cover and a final page plus all the pages in between, and it is about telling stories. It does not have to be stories from childhood. Lots of the prompts will be things that maybe you're interested in now or you were interested in 5 years ago, but it's to make sure that you get in your scrapbooks and you tell a story. So it's not going to be, you have to write X amount of words, nothing like that. But, we will encourage you to share, stories. They don't all have to be good stories either, but it's, focusing on yourself. So, so at the end of the year, you will have, I think we talked double pagers, so it would be a significant, at least 14 pages, possibly more than that if we do double page spreads, some of the challenges. And so you can, gift that to yourself next December and have a book about you that you can then enjoy and look back on. I know I look at older layouts I've made about like things that I liked or whatever, and I was like, oh gee, I forgot I did that. Because at the time you're thinking, oh, it's always going to be like this, and it's not. So I'm looking forward to doing it, and hope y'all will find a lot of enjoyment in it as well.
That
So,
sounds really neat.
yes, so that's a surprise.
How cool.
Yeah, you don't have to have a particular size. So it does not, you can do traveler's notebook, you can do a 4x6 brag book size, 8.5 by 11,
6x8.
6x8. It's all there, open for you to, because we want you to make something that you'll print and share with your family, so they know things about you. Yeah, about the double pagers, y'all know I'm not a huge double page gal. I like the pages to coordinate from side to side, but I think we may end up leaving that as an option if you want to have a 2-page spread each month. That will be likely up to you. But anyway, yay!
How fun! How cool!
I'm so excited.
That's
so excited.
exciting.
I'm so excited.
Cheryl's always trying to get us to tell our story.
I just can't hide it. Well, like on this one, I will journal a little bit, and I will say, who Raylan is and how old she is and where we were. But these are going to be, more than just the identifying information.
Like the heart of the layout.
Yes. So it will
I
be.
love that.
So then, I don't necessarily think that it's going to be photo-centric either if you are not like me. I think you should at least have one photo of you if it's a book about you for the year. But again, that's going to be up
I'm
to
raising
you.
my hand.
Oh,
I think that you, and maybe I should tell you this offline, but I think you should do like a little poster, little video as like a refresher of how to take a selfie that you feel confident in and comfortable in, because you do a really good job of that. And it's been a while since you talked about that. And then you could
Yes.
encourage people to put a photo of themselves in there.
Yeah, I'll have to see if Olivia will video me taking selfies.
Yeah. You have 2 cameras. Set one up on a tripod
Yeah,
on the
that's true.
counter, and then use your phone and talk about it.
This is true. This is true.
Sarah says it is so important, not the selfie, telling your stories. I was so happy to
Yes.
come across my grandma's diary. I felt like I was seeing her in ways I hadn't before. Becca says that's a great idea, and I think she's referring to the selfie.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to have a hard time taking selfies, just, in the interest of being transparent. I have always struggled with my weight, and I know I'm not alone in that, but finding a way to take pictures of me that I did not feel horrible about myself, sometimes you look at them and I'm like, God, I look like Jabba the Hutt, where did it? I don't just have a double chin. I've got, 7 or 8, it seems like sometimes. But I'm glad that I have been taking pictures over the years. I've actually lost 70 pounds since 2017. And so looking back on those pictures, I was like, I just didn't really, I knew I was that overweight, but you don't realize till you're kind of removed from it. So, but finding a way to take a picture that helped boost my self-image and be more positive about myself, that's only, that's a good thing to be able to do. So, and speaking of that, because, and this could be a fun way for, maybe you want to do Snapchat filters. If you don't have the app, but like at Christmas time, I mean, it's me, but it's not me. So like little Merry Christmas, you look like a little reindeer. They have all different kinds. Like this looks like a Bratz doll to me. Do y'all remember those? Remember Olivia loved those. But yeah.
So Kim wrote, we are so much more than our weight. And I don't remember which person said it at some point in my life, but it was somewhere in the creative community who said, we may not like how we feel or how we look, but our family, our friends, they don't judge us for that, and that's who they remember us as being. So even if we're sitting there going, well, I feel really heavy, well, that's still who we are to them, but they don't see our weight. But that if we let that prevent us from getting in the picture, then they won't see us ever, regardless. And I thought that was such a empowering moment to hear.
Right.
You have to, if you're not in the picture, then you're not there.
Right.
So Becca says she loves emo Cheryl.
Right. And that would be good if, for instance, the prompt was about emotions. If you're talking about being emotional, that would be a fun little photo to include in there. So, okay, well,
so they'll be able to find this in the challenge thread?
Yes, it'll be in the challenges forum, and I'm guessing it will be in with. I don't think it'll be in.
You don't know necessarily where it'll be, but it'll be in the challenges forum somewhere.
In the challenges forum somewhere.
Cool.
Well, so I gotta hammer out the last details, but of course I'm very excited about it because I've waxed poetic here. But
starting in February or January?
January.
January, Lisa.
And yeah, so it'll be
lots of fun things to look forward to.
Yeah, I think with MOC 11 coming and then finding me in 2023, if it goes over well, we may go into 2024, finding more and finding more in 2024. Oh Lord, I love the puns and the rhyming. All right, I'm going to turn off the recording and just keep looking for the next What Cheryl Scrap, which again, I think ideally if we keep with the same would be January 5th. And it may just be, we may roll it in and just have MOC sessions that month. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll chat.